Waited all this time.
Two slugs.
Yeah.
Two slugs. Yeah.
Bo, your host, if you ain't know. And we're gonna just jump straight into story time. So I was doing 6 months out of Harford County. And that's in Maryland. And it's the worst county jail I've ever been in. And I'm not talking about in terms of violence or corruption or anything like that. It's just zero movement, and it's so phony. It's like, I mean, certain things go down there, but it's just like, whatever dorm they put you on, only time you in the cells is if they send you upstairs. If you downstairs, that means you had a job. So where I was downstairs, I was working, I was in an end dorm, and I was a trustee, hard trustee. So I would come out at midnight, me and another person, and next to us was the kitchen. That was the old dorm. So me and another person, we'd come out, we'd sweep the jail, clean up, mop, hit all the toilets, all of the staff rooms. So we had to see the office where the staff be at in the front. We did the visiting room. So I'm doing that whole time I'm studying in the jail. But anyway, down in our dorm, we had it was pretty cool. This dude named Boosie moved in, and he talked too much, and he used to do MMA all the time. And one thing I like about him, like when he first moved in there, like he was like just too loud, and talking to everybody and just yelling across the dorm and just talking to people, and he was just annoying. Like he slept 2 bunks down from me. He used to eat out his bowl, like he'd mix state food with like commissary. And mix that shit, eat it, and then put that shit in the bin. Like not wash it or nothing. Like so it was so yo had this older, but over time, me and him became cool. He started working with me with the box. We used to box. I used to box with him, then I do the dips, pull-ups, and all that. So yo got me on my shit as far as the workout tip. We had a white dude in there named D. He was a Crip, and he had all these face tattoos. And just hella face tattoos. He was kind of thick, and he was from out there, somewhere called Perryman, like a small little neighborhood of Aberdeen. So the thing that got me, the whole jail was bloods. Like everybody was Pyru. Everywhere I turned around, there was no BGF in that jail, like whatsoever, except one dude named Nine. And I wanted to find this dude Nine. And when part of us moving around, as a working man, we would serve the breakfast trays. We served breakfast trays at 4:00. So, I would go in each dorm and I'm looking around, just talking to people. I'm like, yo, Nine in here? And no, he ain't in here. So I found him one day, we linked, it was cool. And we both was from Baltimore. And the thing that got me about them dudes out there, man, everybody be like, "Oh, you from Baltimore? Oh, I'm from out here, but I be in the city though. I be in the city. Oh, yeah, I'm from out here, but I've been in Baltimore City. I was down the hill. Like that's people's favorite. Like, why are you telling me that? Like, you telling me you think telling me you from out here, but you been in the city gonna make me feel like, all right, yeah, you like I'm gonna get along with you, or like you get some stripes or some clout from that? Like, no. That don't make you tough. It's tough niggas out here in Aberdeen the county, and it's bitch ass niggas in the city. Just like it's tough niggas in the city and it's bitch ass niggas it's everywhere you go, anywhere. So one day we in the dorm, and we got a new dude, Rara, old head. He just came. He was down there he had a court date. He was waiting for the feds, whatever, and they ain't put him on lockup. They put that man downstairs with us. You know what I'm saying? And not that it was a problem, but it just seemed weird to me. Because lockup was full. They only got one, they got two tiers for men lockup. And there's 4 cells in each tier. And two per cell. The other 2 is for women. So you had A, B, C, and D. So there was nowhere to put him. They put him downstairs on N. So he was in there, but everybody in there didn't have a job. You know, some of them were serving short time, some of them wasn't. So anyway, we found out he was nice with the clippers. So when they would give us the clippers, I would sit back and look, because I'm not letting anybody cut my hair. I wanted a haircut though. And he started cutting it, man. He like, yeah, I work at the shop, and he nice as I don't know, like he doing stuff like this, like blending all that. No guard. Like all they gave us was clippers, one guard, and to adjust the clippers you had to turn the little screw. He was shaping up with them and all that. I'm like, damn. So yeah, so one day Boosie and Rara get into it. And I'm not even sure what Boosie and Rara got into it for. It was just, you know, they on their bunk and they talking, and Rara getting like, yeah, little nigga, you back there doing your little workouts. You ain't even doing them right. And Rara, and then Boosie like, yeah, but you can't beat me. You can't beat me. That was Boosie's favorite thing. And Rara was big. He was big and cocky up top, big and cocky, but his legs wasn't big. Boosie, on the other hand, had a little athletic build. Arms was big, had the little Ninja Turtle. But the only thing about him, he didn't really do too much core, so he had that jail gut, you know, from eating stir fries and everything. But he had wind, cause Shorty used to do the little calisthenics and run around the dorm and all that. So they get to fighting. You know, they end up calling each other out. They threw their boots on, went in a blind spot, which was by the Crip, the white Crip D, by his bed. Mind you, at the time they fighting, they called for a Bible study. The white Crip D went, a couple other people went. But as they went out the door, and they fighting as the CO got the door open. So my man Gino, like, fucking, I'ma go just to make sure that they don't come in here. He knocked on the door, like, CO, I'm going to Bible study. And when they got to open in the door, he just slid out like this and shut the door, stood in front of the glass while they searched him. And then they went ahead and took him down the hallway. He played it cool. And I'm telling everybody else, yo, face forward, don't look back here. Everybody face forward, they making it hot. So they fighting, Rara getting the best of him. Bro, Rara had him on the bottom bunk, choking him. And then we wasn't, you know, we wasn't gonna let him like dirt Boosie or nothing. But we separated, start fresh. And Rara winded. Boosie, next round, wore his ass out, slammed him up straight on his head. He hit his head on the bunk going down, boom, bleeding everywhere. So it's over. So Boosie tell him, yo, clean your blood up. So Rara, I respect you. Went to shake Boosie's hand. Boosie smacked his hand. Went, jumped in the shower and went and laid down. Rara cleaned up his blood, jumped in the shower, went and laid down. Everybody chilling. So no police came, nothing. So they come back. Everybody comes back from Bible study like an hour and a half later. So we chilling. We shooting dice. So as we shooting dice, we get another new dude, another white boy, and we looking at him. We straight pressed down on him. He got the 3. So Regino straight took the 3 from him. So he break it up between all us, me, Lead Baby, PY, the dude PY. We call it Lord Shorty. He from Baltimore. We call him Lead Baby because he was always jumping around and screaming at the football games. He liked Julio Jones. He liked the Falcons. So he was always, when Julio made a play, he was always screaming out, Julio, and everybody like, and somebody would say, shut the fuck up, like he was getting on their nerves or something. So we was high up to 3, so we shot dice all night for commissary, all night. I got somebody go to work for me and all that. So anyway, prior to that, when they came back from church, the police come blitzing in like 3 hours after the fight. Tell everybody lay on their bunks. They start flashlight looking at everybody on the bunks. They get on the ground, lay down on your bunks, and put your hands behind your head. So we like, what the fuck is going on? They go to Boosie, look at Boosie, come on. They look for Rah-Rah, they looking for him, but his head under the cover. So one of them yanked the cover back, him, come on. They cuffed them both, took them out of there. We ain't see Rah-Rah again, we ain't see Boosie again. So the COs leave out. Next thing you know, we trying to figure out, like, damn, like somebody had to tell. Because if they seen the fight, they would have came in at that moment. And they didn't. So anyway, we shooting dice. And it comes midnight. So I'm too high. I'm like, yo, I asked the dude Welch, white boy Welch, yo, go to work for me, yo. He like, cool. So he left out with my man Jason. I told Jason, yo, find out who told when you go to work tonight. He said, all right, bet, because there was a couple COs that, that was cool. They was letting us know what was going on. So they come back from work 6 in the morning. Jason comes straight to me with a paper. It's called a 129 form. 129, you can put in requests for anything, mail changes. You want to talk to the lady about a job. You want anything. You can put a request in. But when you write your 129, somebody is supposed to be with you while you write your 129, so they can see what it is that you writing down on the 129. Just to make sure you're not on no like you're not trying to pull a fast one. You know what I mean? Like you're not telling or nothing like that. So he pulls the 129 out, and sure enough, it was a copy. One of the COs made a copy of it. And sure enough, guess who it was? It was the white boy Crip D. So like D. So it's another white boy like, yo, come to think of it, man, I did see him over there writing the 129, and he kicked it under the door. But we like, yo, he wasn't even in here when they was fighting. So why would he tell? So I read it, and it say I forget, man, what was that sergeant name? I hated him, Kilgore or something like that. To Kilgore, rewind the cameras back to an hour and a half. There was a fight going on. You may be able to see commotion, but if you don't, the fight was between, I'm not gonna say their real name, it's between Boosie and Rah-Rah. I'm fearing for my safety in the dorm. So he put that out there that after the fight, that's why they stormed in and came and got Boosie and Rah-Rah. Then not only does he do that, he put other names on that paper because of this. When we find out, I'm like, they like, what we gonna do about this? So I straight grab the lock. I get the lock from Jason, tied a sock around it. So I put it in my dip, had my hand in my pants. So I'm like, hey D. So he like, yo, he over there laying back on his bed, drinking coffee, reading the paper or something. I'm like, yo, let me holler at you. So he walked over, what's up? I'm like, yo, what's up with you? He like, nah, man, chilling, man. I'm like, yo, what happened last night? Oh, no, we went to Bible study and we just talked about, I'm like, yo, I'm not talking about that, yo. I'm talking about what happened with this, you told. Like, why would you tell about the fight? You wasn't here. Told, man, I ain't tell nothing, man. I'm a G, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. I don't tell nothing. I ain't no rat. So I'm like, well, so I'm like, you ain't no rat. So I'm like, well, you ain't a rat, then what's this? Straight showed him, you know what I mean? So he looked, so he get the rubbing his chin, he like, oh man. So he walks away. You know, go back to his bunk. So I'm like, man, y'all know what we gotta do. So I look at Lead Baby. I said, look, yo, this is what we gonna do. So Lead Baby, y'all with it? Yeah, what's up? So I'm like, yo, you, PY, Jason, y'all go over to your bunk. Y'all see how he wrapped up under the cover sleep? He like, yeah. I'm like, each y'all grab a side of the blanket and hold it down tight as you can. They like, all right, say less. So we moving along the back wall so the camera can't see us. We gets over there. They do it. They like, you know, I tell them go ahead. They grab the blanket, pull him down. He like, yo, what the fuck? And I just start, I broke the lock. I would start beating him, boom, hitting him everywhere, in the head, body. ribs just beating. You could just hear him screaming. Everybody in the door turning around, looking and all that. My man Gino, he's asleep. God rest his soul, Gino passed away. Gino sleep the whole time, but he in the bed, but he got the cover and he watching, but he ain't want no parts of that shit. So anyway, so I'm beating him, and I'm like, yo, you gotta go, get the fuck out of here. So we walked back along. We split up. They cut one went one way. I went back. We split up and got out of there. And I got rid of the lock. I had grabbed some trash, like a chip bag or something from somebody. Put the lock in there. Took the sock and threw the sock and put in somebody's bin, and I threw the lock and the chip bag away in the trash, like under, and put some, shook the bag a little bit, tied it up, sat it by the door, because that's what we do when they gotta come get the trash. So, yo, get the banging on the door, boom, 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 CO. They come open the door, see him bleeding, they open the door for him, let him out, shut the door. So we chilling. So they come back in the room, like 10 minutes later, like 7 COs and a captain come in the room. They go straight to his bunk, start packing up his stuff, slide it out. So we like, yeah, he gone, that's it. You know what I mean? So we thought that was the end. They come back in the room. They call my name, they call Lead Baby, they call a couple out, the white boy Jason, they call one other dude, and they call Gino. So Gino wake up like, what? He like, yeah, I'm out of Roswell. He like, oh, y'all, pack it up right now. So y'all had to pack our shit up. Y'all go in the lockup. So we like, what we do? Man, pack y'all shit. We straight pack our stuff. Gino like, man, I was fucking asleep, yo. Like, what the fuck y'all do, man? So they put us on lockup. They like, yeah, y'all going to lockup pending y'all investigation. As of now, y'all whoever worked don't have no job. Gino had the commissary job, which was cool because he used to pass notes when he went to girls' dorm. It was the lowest girl I was speeding when he used to pass the notes to her in her bag. You would dump her bag out, do the inventory, and then put her stuff back in the bag and slide the kite in there and give it to her. Then when she went down to the kitchen to clean in the morning, she would walk the hallway and throw her kite under the bench. And we would always be sitting by the benches. But anyway, so like I was saying, we on lockup. So I'm in there thinking like, dang, white boy Jason gonna tell, this person gonna tell. I'm thinking there's so many people who gonna tell. But at the end of it, everybody kept it silent because we was on lockup for probably like a week, 2 weeks. And the day we came out, I come in the hall, they call me. I come out in the hallway, cause they separated us. But I was on lockup with white boy, Jason. But when they did that, when you go for your review ticket, you by yourself. So long story short, we all get in the hallway. It's all of us. We done beat the ticket. Everybody kept it G. We get back downstairs to the dorm, and that was that. We made it. We made it through that. Made it. I was successful. But I ain't gonna lie, man. I was scared. I thought they was gonna give it up, but they ain't give it up. They ended up putting him in what is that called? What is called where they put you in somewhere because you scared? Protective custody. They put him in protective custody and shit. And they was in there trying to find a lock and all that so bad. Whole time one of the COs came past and picked the trash up and threw it in the dumpster. But yo, that was my story about what happened when Ra and Boosie fought. I thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if y'all like what y'all hear. I thank y'all for watching the last video. I definitely appreciate all my followers, and I appreciate anybody that's new, anybody that's not. I'm sorry, my subscribers. And I appreciate anybody that's new to the channel, that even if you clicked it by mistake, thank you for watching. And thank y'all for helping me organize this chaos, man. I'm gone.